Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. View your team's saved snapshots or follow the top stories and reactions from around. Quickly review the league's top performers and the current week's schedule from the League tab, or use the options on the Welcome to Weekly Strategy. Each week, this shows some basic stats about your upcoming opponent. You can also view more specific play calling information by accessing the full report. This is how you access the new player health screen. This is your team profile, where you can choose focus players each week who will earn extra XP. This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses. Here are a player's motivations, how well your team aligns with each player. This is the development trait. Superstar and Superstar X. This is the ability. This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, It's a special Friday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Marcus Mariota and the Atlanta Falcons.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Right to the air, here is Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Goff now to throw. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 47 yards. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota just shy of the 30. Now the rookie 5th-round pick. This is Tyler Algier, and he'll get this to the 32. But Charles, a look now at the Falcons 2022 draft class, and you see with so many of their picks, especially early, they were really focused on getting guys who could contribute as starters right away, and guys who had plenty of upside to develop as they try to do this rebuild the right way.
And as you described, what they think is a difference maker at wide receiver, Drake London, they took him 8th overall. He goes right into the starting lineup. And on defense, a screaming need for pass rushers. They took edge Arnold Ebiketie in the 2nd round. That should be 2 instant difference makers on either side of the ball. And let's not forget, they took Desmond Ridder, the quarterback out of Cincinnati, in the 3rd round. He'll have a chance to start in the second half of the season.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. On second, here's Algier. Powers through him. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play fake, Mariota. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Mariota. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Edwards. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down, Mariota. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again. Mariota. Throw caught here by Byrd. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Caught on the slant. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On second down, this is Jackson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Falcon football.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A run with Huntley. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. They go again with Huntley to about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kadiril Hodge, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Sudfeld. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So we have reached, well, we all missed football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Huntley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Huntley. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. He'll drop to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Rolling to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. They run on first down with Jackson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they...
Not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. We often give credit to the O-line there, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the run, it's Huntley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run on 1st down. Huntley. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Another try after the 1st down sack. Sudfeld. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find staff points can be when you have enough to see what effect some talent trees make you select a path to follow to
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors.
And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the second-year man from Carolina, this is Michael Carter.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Wilson and more there for a Jets first.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
They find some open field here. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Elijah Moore.
56 yards.
And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run with a rookie from BYU, Tyler Algier.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Mariota.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Mariota.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. On the move past the 40. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that'll be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Brian Edwards, 71 yards. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Time to watch Elijah Moore get back to work as the Jets offense returns to the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Runs over it. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to call the word smoking.
So that challenge, a successful one. Throwing again on second down. Mariota throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Third and short yardage. Mariota. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason. They'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. This one left side caught by Berrios. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. To throw is Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Again, Wilson. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Wilson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we've hit halftime.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right. Through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here's Algier again on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. To throw is Mariota. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 13. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Flacco looking for his first toss.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Mariota on 1st down.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Algier going straight ahead.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action. Mariota out to his left. Nice movement. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down. Here's Algier.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Tyler Algier
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York set to take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Now Flacco. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. To pass, Flacco. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On 1st down, Flacco. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. James Robinson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. Third and long here for Mariota. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, it forces the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
And just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 25-yard line.
Gives it to Algier to start things off.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Mariota. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean,
so it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower.
Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards.
today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week one, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week one, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Jameis now on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
From the 45 on second down, Winston. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Winston's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Winston now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 28-yard line.
Now the rookie fifth-round pick. This is Tyler Algier.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the 30 on second down, Mariota.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Algier now up the middle.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Play fake, Mariota.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Mariota.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Give to Algier from the shotgun.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And that flag accepted.
Mariota now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They'll throw again. Mariota.
And complete to Drake London.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Mariota. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Got London on a slant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. To the air again, Mariota. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So we've reached half. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Again, it's Mariota. Got his man. It's London. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Now here's the option play going left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Algier. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Mariota to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Keith Smith. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Head coaches never like to admit it, but going into every game, they have a vision about how the game's going to go. But anytime they get a defensive score, that vision takes on new light.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Winston. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Lutz is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. From the gun, Mariota. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Mariota. Dumps this one off to Algier. He juked him. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Mariota. Setting up the screen. Here's Algier. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup. That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Mariota. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Winston and the Saints now
down 21-17, a minute 13 to play. Here's Winston.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down.
He's got his target. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
He's got Smith here.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Winston to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Winston. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Lutz good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get...
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
Finding room at midfield. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Kamara. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. 2nd down at 4. Here's Kamara off the draw. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Even in a down year statistically, Juice Landry still produced over 50 catches to lead Cleveland in his final season there. A milestone awaits Landry, though, this season. He's almost a lock to jump into the top 50 all-time for receptions. One of those goes for a 1st down this time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. This will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
So it's a win here for the Saints, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their veteran QB, CD, and that's Jameis Winston.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.